Cookies here with turn 49 of EA Vanheim as part of the Noob Orange lobby. And continuing our peaceful build-up. So more Storm Demons, Twiceborn on the Merc, so we can keep the Merc. It's an interesting, weird little feature. It doesn't seem to work with any other spells I can think of, but with this guy, we're able to Twiceborn him, and it changes his home province to the province he's in. And he becomes no longer a merc. But these guys are still considered mercs, I guess. I will find that out later, though. And I think I did find it out, and then I forgot, and I tried to do like a guard commander, and so I lost 15 Bone Fiends, which is pretty sad. But yeah, managed to keep that guy. So I don't have to pay for him either. I think he just gets normal upkeep. So, which is probably right around what I was paying him anyways. Yeah, okay. So now I've reorganized the treasury as well. So I pulled out the kits. So I can identify more of what I need. And getting like a morale set together, getting some boosters. What I have done is I've left kits on all the Vanadrots in case some sort of assassin shows up. Hopefully they can defend themselves. Going into a battle, I might rotate those kits off of the Vanadrots or change them. Because I think those kits are ideal for Jarls who are going into combat, not sleepy Vanadrots from casting big spells. Let's see. And speaking of assassination attempts, Fomoria's Last Gasp. We have a Stalker going up against a Greatsword Thug. And he gets lightning bolted. No Greatsword required. Next up, a couple of Ubar fights. So we have Sintania. A couple of Shaitan rolling out, I guess. Against some PD. And then Obsidian Waste. Just rolling out with that. Then Abyssium moves into the Timeless Waste and gets wrecked. So we have a number of Hellspawn with a Fire Flare, which is a pretty cool ability. They roll into a bunch of super fire resistant Amazons and Gen who aren't going to care. So these guys are basically worthless. I guess they have terrible attack skill, but they're biting their fists, so they're not going to hit anything. Especially on Gen that have Unseen, which gives a -10 penalty. Although, do these guys have Spirit Sight? They don't, yeah. So they're not going to hit anything. Okay. And then Helheim moves into Morovia. Does their assault. Or that's just autopilot, but we can see what Helheim's script is. Doesn't trigger gem usage, so who cares? Alright. We found a treasure. Some air gems. Blood magic rituals are cheaper, so while this ritual is ongoing, I'm going to be spending almost all of my blood slaves on storm demons just to try and maximize the ritual before I go back to spending most of them on constructing gear. So that's kind of the idea there. So we've got storm demons, blood hunting, As much as I can afford, I'm spending them all. We're awakening some Vine Ogres. Helmet of Heroes. More thug gear, kind of like rounding things out, especially like Rings of the Warrior, Burning Pearls, Great Eagles. Alright, copper plate. Alright. So, just kind of continuing to try and push my Dominion. I am doing some blood sacking to try and help out with that. Yeah, some blood sacking. Because the amount of money I would get from Calum and Marverni if I could get my freaking Dominion in here is pretty extraordinary. So I want to get my scale spread. It would also prevent bad globals from hurting my troops. I got my Dominion spread. Because right now it's just me with a Mother Oak. That doesn't mean other people don't have plans. Doing a Ring of Returning, Storm Spool. And yeah, I think that's it. Just continuing to build up. So slowly building up some gem stockpiles, slowly turning on the blood eco. I know it's probably a little bit late, but always felt like some other spells were more important. And I guess we've added blood 7 for vampires and alt 8 for wizard tower and probably some other stuff. What else do you get in here? Disintegrate, liquefy. Warriors of Muspelheim for cold resist. Warriors of Niflheim for fire resist. Ground Army is probably really good. Will of the Fates is really good. So yeah, probably these three are the main reason. And yeah, other than that, not a heck of a lot going on. Continuing to recruit. Still getting Jarls, mostly. Still getting a few indie mages. Because I have really good selection of indie mages to choose from. So, yeah. I think that's it. I'll go ahead and see you in turn 50.